and Circuits. I'm Robin Garg, your instructor for this course. Let's go through this instruction video to understand the course content and layout. To give you a brief background about myself, I have been working in the field of digital VLSI design verification for close to a decade now, and I have co-authored one of the best-selling book titled Cracking Digital VLSI Verification Interview Success. And my interest areas include digital electronics, computer graphics, power aware design verification, coding, and scripting. This course on digital electronics and circuits is an exhaustive course spanning across 11 plus hours of on-demand video lectures. This course is divided into 5 subsections. First subsection being few basic concepts which span across 1 hour 20 minutes. Second section being Boolean expressions, min terms, max terms, k-maps and Quine-Mikulski method, and this particular section spans across 2 hours and 13 minutes. Next section belongs to combinational logic and circuits spanning across close to 2.5 hours. Next subsection contains sequential logic and circuits spanning across close to 4 hours, and the last section covers miscellaneous concepts and problem solving, which as of today is close to 40 minutes. In this particular section, I will keep on adding more and more lectures based upon popular user feedback and requests. Let's quickly go through the course details. Section 1 is the introduction section, which is this particular video which we are going through. Section number 2 would consist of few basic concepts. This would include what is signals, systems, elements. Then we will talk about integrated circuit families, various IC characteristics and various levels of IC integration like SSI, MSI, LSI and VLSI. Then we move on to number systems and codes. Next section would consist of Boolean expressions, min terms, max terms and circuit minimization. Here we will talk about Boolean expression, operator precedence and Boolean laws. Further, we would look at basic gates, truth tables and concept of max terms and min terms. Then we would move to an important concept of K-maps for circuit minimization. And in the end of this section, we will look at Quine-Mikulski method as well. Section number 4 consists of combinational logic and circuits. Here we will talk about universal gates NAND and NOR. We will talk about NMOS, PMOS and CMOS designs. Further, we will venture into XOR and XNOR gates and understand how they constitute even and odd functions. We will look at adders, we will look at binary addition, half adder circuit, full adder circuit, and then we will do 4-bit adder. Then we will look into a subtraction logic and we will discuss about ripple carry adders and carry look ahead generators. Next section would mostly talk about decoders and encoders, and the last lecture of this section would consist of multiplexer and demultiplexers. Section number 5 would be the most important section. It would consist of sequential logic and circuits, where we will discuss concepts of memories and latches. From latches we will move on to flip-flops, that is from level sensitive to edge sensitive circuits. We will look at latches to flip-flop conversions, types of flip-flops, and we will talk about concept of setup time and hold times as well. Further, we will do analysis of sequential circuits and we will look at Mealy and Moore machines. Then we will design one of the sequential circuits. I will briefly discuss the concept of state reduction, and throughout the end, right, we will look into registers, counters and special kind of counters known as ring counter and Johnson counter. The last subsection of this course consists of miscellaneous concepts and problem solving. One of the topics as of today is metastability, and then we have 3 problem solving lectures as of today, which consist of design conversions using multiplexer, flip-flop conversions and sequence recognizer circuit. Aim of this course, basically following are the learning objectives of this course. This course consists of 11 plus hours hands-on course explaining digital electronic concepts in depth. This course will help you thoroughly learn and own your digital electronics knowledge and prepare for a job in IT/semiconductor industry. It will also help you to prepare for competitive entrance exam which require digital electronics knowledge. What are the prerequisites for this course? I would say the only prerequisite for this course is passion and interest for learning and exploring digital circuits. Target students for this course are the students of computer science, IT, electronics, there could be any branch of electronics, be it electrical and electronics engineering, electrical and communication engineering, or electronics and instrumentation. Students of VLSI domain, digital and embedded system design, and microelectronics. Also, this course targets digital VLSI design verification enthusiasts across all the levels from beginners to professionals to experts. And this course is suitable for engineers as well who are looking to build a career in VLSI front end design or design verification. Here is one heads up. I firmly believe that hands-on practice is must to learn and practice anything new. And hence in this course I won't be using any foils or PowerPoint presentations. I will be teaching this course using whiteboard and a pen tablet. This will mean that all the equations and expression I will be writing, they will be solved during the course of this lecture, and all the circuit diagrams and waveform will be hand drawn. I would highly recommend that the users have a notepad and a pen or pencil handy with them during the course of this course. An important disclaimer, I have made every effort possible to ensure that this course is as complete and as accurate as possible, but no warranty is implied. I shall neither have the liability nor the responsibility to any person or entity with respect to any loss or damages arising from the information contained in this course or any other resources accompanying this course. This course is an independent work of the author and is not endorsed by his employer. I hope you enjoyed attending this course as much as I enjoyed creating it. Do leave your feedback during the course and at the end of it as well. I would request you to keep this course interactive and send in your suggestions for any new problems you wish to be solved, and I would make sure that we build upon last section, which is miscellaneous concept and problem solving based upon that. So let's get started.